In the meantime, just try and hold position, hold heroes off. If we can pick one off, then sure, we'll go for it. But for the moment, it's just like, yeah, hold the line. Hold the line. Oh, will he be able to hold the line? DTS not even going to wait for it. The puck only is down. CM's almost dead because Clockwork Goblin came in from the side. Wish Doctor's gone. Veno does pop off the ulti, but he is currently held inside of a Bat Rider lasso and being burned to death. He will go down. NS is TPing himself out just in time. No, he doesn't. He actually gets killed there on the way out. We'll have Synd explain that one a little bit later. And Double A managed to get himself back out. So I'm guessing he was burning to death from the napalm and then the Firefly over the top. But 3 to 14 and 2 of the Scourge die. That was a weird move by DTS to do that.
They got confident then jumping in, and it could have gone better for them. But still, they've got a free farming draw meanwhile, and NE used all of their forces in mid. They had all heroes there, and DTS could free farm a draw meanwhile, and they got a 2-for-2 fight. So they still won on it in that respect, or they gained more than the Sentinel perhaps. Still, that death in the base, it was probably a Bat Rider projectile that was fired and was heading towards the TPing Venge. And then sometimes, if it hits just when you're about to TP home, you die in the base. It can happen with any hero, and it was definitely not the Firefly, because that stops working immediately when he TPs out. But the shot was probably mid-air when he TP'd.
Yeah. Well, unlucky for NS. Unlucky for NS, but 5 to 14. Mid lane, bit of a standoff. It looks like now Puck literally hopping over the top. Bat Rider's a bit of a sidestep there, thinking, oh, is he going to go for this one? Puck with not enough mana to really go for that one. I say that he has a DD rune currently sitting inside his bottle, which will then give him 3 charges straight off the cuff. So we'll probably use that sometime soon, especially with the new rune coming up in about 13 seconds. In fact, he's going to head up towards top, while Venomancer's heading down towards bottom. Or almost bottom. Set themselves up inside the lanes. NE, it's a lot of just standing around waiting for something to actually happen right now. The rune is actually bottom, and Bat Rider's going to find us, the illusion rune. And he puts it inside his own bottle. Raw goes out, just spots him slowly retreating out. But 5 to 14 right now. Venomancer farming up the engine neutrals, trying to get on top here. Puck also just, it's like a freaking standoff. No one wants to engage, and then everyone just starts to split off and just farm up in different lanes until they're ready to go. It's like Windrunner's headed back up towards the top lane, but Dro Ranger's now going for a pull as well.
DTS. It's definitely DTS that are gaining the most from this. They're free farming completely on the strongest in-game carry, in this game at least. Not necessarily the strongest carry in the game, but in this game, without doubt, the strongest late gamer. Free farming that, farming woods with Venomancer, farming lanes with Puck and Clockwork, while NE are turtling all their supports behind a tower and trying to farm 1 or 2 heroes on the side. So logically and mathematically speaking, NE are losing with every passing minute. And that's why they need to take a chance like this. Now they've got an option to actually engage. Might do it as well. No, it's not going to happen. But this was a chance. DTS was split. Only 3 heroes mid, but couldn't catch it. And just used the TP.
Yeah, that they did. And well, even if this battle actually starts, Droran has still got TP on top of her, so she can join this battle as soon as she wants to, and keep the pressure on. Bat Rider's actually been swapped down towards the bottom lane for the moment to actually free farm there, but you're right, it's like 4 heroes now for NE, sitting back behind the tier 1 tower, not wanting to push out, and they can't push out. Look at the freaking, like, Venomancer, I don't think has actually stopped placing those plague wards in the mid. Every single time he can drop one, he just drops one down and goes, you know what, this is ours. And I think they're actually waiting for a rune to actually give him that surprise ability to actually get in there. So there's rune will be on bot. So Veno's going to have to go down there, and he actually starts farming up the rock golems again. It's like a rinse and repeat cycle here for DTS.
Yeah, while we've got this little pause in the action, we might as well correct the call from before that the Bat Rider got the kill in an auto attack. Bloodseeker got a double kill, so he obviously got the kill, and because of that it must have been on the Blood Rage effect, which deals damage per second, and Venge must have died just when she reached base from the last tick of it or something like that, so I apologize for the mistake, but the outcome was sort of the same.
Cool. Thanks, boys! Thanks, boys. Everybody in the chat. That's right. I'm glad you're covering your asses. Let's not look like too much of a noob. or stutter over actually saying that phrase. That makes everything look good. Looks like we're actually going to see a bit of a setup here from Dread. I'm wondering if he's actually waiting for a Roshan attempt, or if he's actually going to attempt one himself right now. 3 wards down. Roshan goes for the Plague Ward. Support's going to come in. Dro Ranger and Clockwork Goblin going to be on top of it. Is there any sight? No, there's not. Not a single bit of sight. NS will be there. Might let off a roar. There goes, got 1 ward. We'll see very, very late the Bloodseeker heading towards the middle lane. This Roshan's theirs. Completely out of position now. The Sentinel side, Roshan will be there. And that is 5 to 14. Going through, actually, we'll wait.
We've got, would you believe it, we've got another correction, Tobi, because the Bloodseeker actually died from rupture in the base, is the call. Had rupture on, and then the Vengeful Spirit moved 1 step and died from that in the base. There you go, there's another correction. Of course,
we're going! Who cares? We're going to see how they're going to die around this time. The Puck ulti has actually gone off right now, holding everybody around the tier 1 tower. Venom has dropped off his ulti, but we do see the double kill on the back of the Clockwork Goblin, who jumped himself straight in towards that battle. The TP's going out, but not fast enough for OJ. G had enough damage coming from the side, so 3 down for the Sentinel, 1 for the Scourge. Batrider is still there. Illusory Orbing over the top will be Puck. 1 hit up onto the high ground. Venomancer is still in the mix, keeping whatever damage he can going. Courier comes up and says, hell no, I ain't sticking around for this one. Courier's and then goes, Courier's shields himself and then moves back. Napalm on Light will stop Light from actually following him down. But that is 6 to 17 after the battle. Tier 1 tower is dead. And wow. Wow. Call that one. Did I make a mistake in that one? Oh no! Save game on the second they TP'd! I'm going to say that was not my fault. Double TP coming in towards the mid lane now. It's going to clear off the trees. Shackle goes off. Batrider lets off 1 blast. Dro Ranger's going for Windrunner. CM is there. They've actually got 1 on the side because there's Clockwork Goblin. Looks like they're actually ganking off Calc there. And now Mech pops off. Shackle goes. Link is killing people in the background, so Bloodseeker's having a bit of fun. Running himself back up again. G manages to get 1, so we're actually managed to jump everywhere. There's CM going down there in the middle lane. As DTS reform themselves back up again, ready to push on top of the tier 2 tower. So 2 heroes down for the Sentinel now. Bloodseeker still hanging around the backside. More Clockwork Goblin almost manages to latch on with the ulti. Not going to be enough though. And there goes the tier 2 tower. 7 to 19. And we will see the fall back.
Yeah, DTS are in a very, very, very good position right now. Not only 19 to 7, they've got Roshan and they're 5 towers ahead. If they take that bottom tower and get some aggressive wards out, it's going to be almost impossible for the Sentinel to even move outside their base. They're playing against a Clockwork and a Puck. How are you going to move out without getting ganked by that if you don't even have tower support anymore? That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Tough is also the back of Dro Ranger, plus 15 armor on her, plus a standard 5. Like, what's the Batrider going to do? Yeah, I got 5 armor. I can take you. So gotcha. Batrider does actually have the Vanguard, so that's definitely going to help his case. It's not the point, though. It's not the point. It's all about the size of the numbers that counts. 7 to 19, though. Numbers for you is 22 minutes and 8 seconds into this game so far. TP coming off now. And we will see Clockwork Goblin come down towards the bottom lane to rejoin the rest of his DTS teammates. Watching a bit of a pull from Batrider, which was coming through. While 1 Scourge Catapult will see their own heroes here. Puck